Hi there. This is Mary Wu. I love to help people learn a little bit about LinkedIn, and I really like to play with new toys. So today I am doing kind of a double. I am testing going live on YouTube while I'm also conducting a short training about LinkedIn. And my brain will have to rip all that together because one's owned by Google and one's owned by Microsoft. So here's the deal. If I go over to LinkedIn, we can see me wandering my mouse around over on LinkedIn over here. This is me. And if we scroll down and down and down and down and down and down, oh, up a little bit more. Okay, down a little bit more. There's recommendations. We can see recommendations. I like getting recommendations. They're really awesome to get. So there's a few different ways you can do that. You can, in an email, ask somebody to send a recommendation for on LinkedIn to you. You can ask somebody in person, but here's something that's really cool. And Allison Verhalen is not in the room right now. I'm going to borrow her. So we're on my LinkedIn profile, but I want to ask somebody for a recommendation. So today we're going to go over to Allison's profile. We're clicking on her name, and then we're going to go view full profile. And once we get to there, down over here, we've got message and three dots. So let's say I want a recommendation from Allison. If I click on these dots, I can scooch down here where it says request a recommendation. It gives me options to pick whether I was a client or she was, whether she was my employer, students together. There's all sorts of different things. And then there's a personalized message. I always recommend updating the personalized message to make it a little more personalized. Now, Allison has already sent me recommendations, and I love her dearly for it. So I'm not going to send this to her to ask for another one. But if I were to send this, it would show up right in her LinkedIn inbox. So she wouldn't have to go anywhere else. She would just click on the, hey, send me a recommendation. She'd send one. And this is the part I love. It would show up in my direct messages on LinkedIn. At this point, I have three options. One is I can accept it the way it is and thank her for profusely and love her forever. Or I can pop her a little note and say, hey, Allison, I really love the way you worded this, but I would like it to shift a little more towards something. Allison is an excellent, excellent word person. So, I probably wouldn't need to ask her to do that. But if I did, she'd have a really good way of doing that. The third thing I could do is completely ignore it. If I'm getting recommendations on Google or Yelp or other places, it just shows up. And it's really hard to get rid of a bad recommendation. But on LinkedIn, you never have to put one up. So it's brilliant. If you want to find out other tips from me, follow this YouTube channel. Hopefully it puts it in the right place. Or follow me on LinkedIn and have a fabulous, fabulous day. Thank you so much.